Welcome back, and today we're talking about By the Grace of the Gods, episode 2. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 2 of By the Grace of the Gods was another great chill episode. I love how Ryoma, once again, we get to see in this episode just how powerful he really is. We haven't even seen him do any combat or anything like that. Again, I don't think we're going to be seeing too many fights in this anime. I feel like this anime is definitely more about the characters, the character development, and the stuff that Ryoma is going to go through once he meets people, right? Remember, Ryoma, I believe he's been by himself since the age of 8 in this world, living by himself with the slimes for, I believe it was 5 years, they said, right? 3 to 5 years, I believe that was the timeline or something along those lines. But yeah, he's been by himself for a very long time, to the point where he almost forgot how to speak humans. Now this episode, we see Reinhardt come back to Ryoma's home, and he brought along his family, his wife Elise, and then his daughter Eliadia, something like that. Very hard to say name, but she's about the same age as Ryoma. Not really, remember, I believe Ryoma is like 35, but he's in a 12-year-old body or something like that. But in this world, they're about the same age, and we see that Eliadia, I'm just gonna call her Ellie. Ellie wants to tame a slime. Her family is a family of tamers. She wants to tame a slime, and that's when we learn about 2 new slimes that really the world has never seen before, right? One, he was able to contract a big slime. Essentially, he created a contract with 100 little slimes, and then once they combine, they make a big slime. Thus, he has a contract with the big slime, because all the combination of slimes have a contract with Ryoma. So that alone was a big feat. Nobody has ever seen it. It has never been done. So that's just showing us how Ryoma is on a whole different level when it comes to slime and monster taming, which that was great. Then we see 2 new slimes that have never been seen before in this world, right? We got the scavenger and the cleansing slime. Now, once Ryoma started talking about the cleansing slime, I'm like, where can I get one of those bad boys, right? Maybe like 4 or 5 of those bad boys, because they seem very convenient. As a matter of fact, whenever Ryoma was explaining how the cleansing slime works, he got that cloth, put it inside, and it was supposed to be a very hard cloth to clean, but the slime was able to do it. No problem, easy peasy. And I was thinking this whole time, like, yo, they have maids back here. They would essentially be out of a job with this slime going around, right? The maids that clean the house and do the laundry and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the way they're doing it now is they could probably use magic, but not to the extent of the cleansing slime, right? So I was automatically thinking they're gonna be out of a job, right? Especially when Ellie decided that she wants to tame a cleansing slime as her first monster that she gets to tame. And once it got to the whole thing, how they're gonna lure one of these slimes out, and you had to use your own sweat mixed with water. Very funny scene. The fact that one of the knights was able to explain it to all the females like it was no big deal, and he got slapped. He got that 4D slapped, okay? Every single woman in there slapped him. It was funny. I love that scene. Very heartwarming. But yeah, essentially, Ellie decided that no matter what, even though it sounded kind of nasty and stuff like that, that, you know, she had to sweat, mix it with water in order to tame that slime. She went and did it anyways, because again, if she wants to be a tamer, she cannot do it with the help of other people. But yeah, sure she can, but at the end of the day, that's just you relying on somebody else's work, on somebody else's power in order for you to tame a monster. So I like the fact that Ellie was able to, you know, do it herself and get her goals done with her own willpower, with her own strength, and not rely on like all the bodyguards and then all her family members, right? Again, I'm pretty sure Ellie will have no problem getting help for any of those people. Again, she's from a royal family, so, you know, but the fact that she's able to do it herself, I really like that, right? She's not like a spoiled little kid that relies on her family's name, on her family's power to do everything that she wants to do. So I do like Ellie as a character, and honestly, I can see how Ellie would start kind of having feelings for Ryoma, like that love interest being there. It's still kind of weird because, again, remember, Ryoma is like 35, but at the end of the day, in this world, it's, you know, they're both 8, and even though I don't think it's going to happen, right, I do feel like Ellie would have feelings for Ryoma and stuff like that, but I don't think Ryoma would kind of have those feelings for her, right? Maybe they'll even try to do some arranged marriage kind of deal. Who knows at this point? But later on in the episode, we get to see more of Ryoma's inventions, like the raincoat, where he was able to mix a raincoat or, you know, like a coat with the slime sticky texture stuff, thus repelling the rain. And again, the family of the Reinhardt family was thinking of commercializing this because it's potentially a lot of money to be made, right? Again, it reminds me of Ascendance of a Bookworm. The main character from that anime as well was making a lot of inventions from our world that, you know, is quality of life stuff and bringing it to the world that she was reborn in. This is the same deal, right? We see Ryoma kind of using the inventions from Earth, right? Like the raincoat, and being able to mix it with magic in order to create it in this new world. Now that invention has not been made, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of money to be made. And again, I love the fact how even though the grown-ups were thinking about, you know, commercializing this new product and making money off of it, I like how Ellie once again was saying, well, we got to make sure Ryoma gets his cut of the deal, right? And of course, he probably is. And I'm sure he's going to have a lot more inventions to go to show up, right? Like he's probably going to have a lot of other great things that people are going to just be amazed by. So I'm sure Ryoma is about to be rich on a whole new level. Now, at the end of the episode, we see that there was a huge landslide, and once again, we see Ryoma and how innovative he is when it comes to magic. He was able to mix 2 different magic spells in order to get rid of the landslide, right? He made it into neat little blocks of rock, which I'm sure that can also be used for something else. It could probably be sold. The whole time I was just thinking, please don't leave the whole mountain of rocks there, right? You could probably sell that to like a construction company or something along those lines. Again, once they got to that town that they were heading into, we see there was a huge wall. So they definitely using stones. They definitely could make a lot of money out of that stone from that landslide. Now, overall, this episode, once again, is a very relaxing anime, right? You're not going to see some over-the-top fights. You're not going to see over-the-top action or anything like that. I mean, this episode was literally just introducing us to new characters, which I absolutely love. I love Reinhardt from episode 1. We got Ellie or Eliadia, whatever her name is. Very hard to say. You know, she seems like a very down-to-earth person. She doesn't let her nobility kind of get in the way of making those relationships with people that will be considered commoners, right? Because I don't think Ryoma it came from a line of royalty or anything like that. Again, all the characters are really awesome. I'm glad that Ryoma is finally getting to make those connections with other humans. I mean, I was definitely rolling whenever Ryoma said, I'm gonna use this people to teach me common sense. Very funny because again, we see he's very powerful when it comes to magic. I believe he said that he tried every single magic style there is, including alchemy, where it's very rare. So, you know, he's definitely know his stuff about magic, but when it comes to common sense, he is completely clueless. I mean, every time he says something about his powers, everybody else is in awe because it's just unheard of, right? So again, this anime is really just a good time to watch anime, right? If you're trying to relax, not be stressing out about anything, you know, it's just a very chill anime to watch. I'm definitely gonna keep watching it because I love Ascendance of a Bookworm, and until we get a season 3 of that, this is gonna hold me over because it's very similar to Ascendance of a Bookworm. But yeah, overall, great episode. I love the atmosphere. I love the new characters. Can't wait to see what happens in this town. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of big moments. Again, Ryoma is going to get introduced to like the merchant guild where he'll be able to sell his raincoat. And I'm sure we're going to see some other big stuff. But like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.